Hey, Mikey here. Welcome to another video. And today I want to share with you how to accept what is, how to live in acceptance, which will lead you to happiness and peace in this moment. So I want to share with you the one key method that will allow you to live in acceptance, and your life will start to flow. The solutions you need will start to come. The difficult circumstances that you're going through right now, they will start dissolving. Solutions will start coming. Ideas will start coming. You will start flowing with life instead of resisting and trying to figure things out and suffering and struggling. Instead of that, you will start flowing, but only if you start to practice acceptance and you start to live in acceptance. And that's exactly what I will be talking about in this video. Now, first of all, I want to address some misconceptions that people have about acceptance. So the main thing is that people are like, oh, okay, so I gotta just throw away my life, I gotta throw away my goals, I gotta throw away my desires, and you just gotta, give myself up to life and just be, just gotta give up on life. That's the main reaction or thing that people think when somebody says acceptance or surrender. Acceptance, surrender, same thing. Acceptance doesn't mean you have to suppress your desires or just let go of everything. Acceptance doesn't mean you have to like the situation you're in. Acceptance doesn't mean you have to love the situation that you're in. So maybe you have lost a job, it's Corona time in the world. A lot of people have lost their jobs. Maybe you're one of them, or something else, difficult is going on in your life. You don't have to like the situation. You don't have to love the situation to be in acceptance. And acceptance is not about settling for the way things are. And it is not about being complacent or unmotivated. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. Now, if you don't accept whatever is current in your life, then there will always be suffering. If you don't accept what is current right now in your life, whatever difficult situation, whatever emotions that are in your current experience, if you don't accept them, then there will be always suffering. Like, there can be physical pain in your experience in your life right now, but you don't have to suffer that pain. Suffering is a mental attitude. So when you're experiencing physical pain, then suffering means that you go into thoughts and you start thinking about the pain, what this pain means, what you're gonna miss out on, and how bad you feel, and like you're thinking about how can I get rid of this and all these things. And you're gonna project the future where, when I get rid of this all, then I'll be happy, then I'll be peaceful. There will be a constant projection of a future where you're gonna be happy. But see, when you get to that future that the ego projects, ego, mind, same thing. When the ego projects that, if I get rid of this pain, then I'll be so happy. Then when you're at a place when you are pain-free, you might experience, happiness for a moment. And then again, the ego will start projecting, find reasons why this moment is not good enough, why at this moment you cannot be happy, and why happiness is there. And when I get, more muscular body, then I'll feel good, right? When I look better, right? Then I'll feel happy. Whatever, it will find ways. So it's a mental attitude. Suffering is a mental attitude. That's the first thing to understand. And I want to quickly add a great example from my own life. And so I've been running for 2 or 3 years now, constantly going running, working out. And before I learned the acceptance method, before I started living in acceptance, I went running, but I suffered the running. And the big thing has been stretching. So after the workouts, I've been always stretching. Before acceptance, living in acceptance, when I stretched, the pain that I felt, I suffered the pain. I was like, oh man, when is it gonna end? This is bad. And I was like, I don't want to stretch. Okay, let me do this just quickly. I was projecting a future where, I'm gonna feel good. And that was same with running. I was projecting a future. When I finish the run, then I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna feel good. And I watch this movie. Gonna do this. So I was going out of this present moment into the future, projecting the future with my thoughts, and that's when suffering happens. When you get out of this moment, when you neglect this moment, then suffering occurs. But when your acceptance in this moment, then happiness and peace will arise. So now that I'm in acceptance, now when I'm stretching, I'm accepting it. I'm letting it be. I'm not resisting the uncomfort. I'm just being with it. And the difference is dramatical. I'm not suffering to pain. This is such a big difference, and I want you to try it out. Now let's go to the acceptance method. How to accept what is. It is a very simple process, and I don't want you to complicate it more. It doesn't need any more complication. It doesn't need any more techniques or something to add. Don't add anything to this. This is perfect the way it is. Simplicity is always the truth. So how to accept what is. So first thing, acknowledge that this circumstance is present in your life. It is what it is for this moment. It has manifested, and this is my reality right now. It is basic, but it's very important to recognize. Most people don't recognize. They just get into reaction mode. Oh, this is so bad. They get into their head. They get into the thoughts, which gets them out of this present moment, and that creates suffering. So acknowledge this is what is right now. And the second step is to let it be without mind. So acceptance is about letting whatever is in your current experience, letting it be as it is without mind, without labeling it negative situation, positive situation, without projecting future, right? Without getting into the thoughts why this happened, without trying to intensely figure it out, without all of this stuff. So letting the situation be. When you lost a job, you're letting it be. You're not getting into the thoughts. You let it be. Now let's go to the third step. The third step, probably there comes emotions, right? You're feeling negative. Now this is the most important part. What you have to do with emotions is you have to accept them as well. So same thing, you let them be as they are. So emotions, they are tricky. So the mind, one of the ways the mind tries to get our attention, so we start thinking about the problem, we start thinking about the issue, we start projecting a future, we start getting into those negative thoughts and whatever angry thoughts. One of the ways the mind gets our attention is the emotion, because the emotion is so real, right? It seems so real, it gets our attention, and then the mind fires some thoughts about, which is like similar to this emotion. Then we are in our thoughts, and then we're gone, unconscious. But what you have to do with the emotion is give your attention to the emotion, but give your neutral attention. How do you do it? You let it be. You actually focus how it feels. So usually an emotion manifests inside the body. So just simply see how it feels without any labels, without anything. Just let it be. That's it. Let it be, and that's it. Now the fourth step is when you're focusing on the emotion and not going into the circumstance and thinking, right? When you're focusing on emotion, thoughts will arise, right? Automatically. Thoughts come and go. Thoughts will come. Now, when you notice yourself thinking, come back to the emotion. Focus on emotion again. Accept it. Acceptance means letting it be. Same thing. And what will start to happen is that emotion will start to dissolve slowly but surely. It might go away quickly, but it might take some time. But a mistake that most people do is they're like, okay, so this is a negative emotion that I'm feeling. They're labeling it already. Oh, this is a negative emotion. I want to feel this. So I'm gonna do the acceptance method so I can get rid of this. That's not acceptance. They're like, okay, let me do this so I can get rid of this. So they're in the acceptance method. They're focusing on emotion. The constant thoughts coming. Okay, when am I gonna get rid of this? Why am I not getting rid of this? Okay, well, when will this emotion go away? Then it will never go away. Just let go of these thoughts. Simply by focusing on emotion. When those thoughts come, why am I not seeing any results? Why isn't this emotion going away? Simply come back to the emotion. Come back to the emotion. Give your neutral attention to it. And that is acceptance. That is how you accept what is. And that's how you create flow in your life. That's how actually solutions start coming to your issues, to your problems, opportunities, right? You meet people, whatever, but that creates flow, that creates harmony, and that will allow you to be happy and peaceful right here and right now. Life is not about feeling amazing and happy right now, constantly chasing happiness. And when you're feeling down, when you're feeling sad, trying to get away from it. No, I don't want to feel this, I want to feel happy. When you resist, what you resist will persist. But what you allow will flow. That's the key. That's the key. Okay? So, this is it. And if you have a friend or a family member that would find this valuable, then share it with them so they get help as well. The world needs it. So do me and the world a favor and share this video with somebody who would find this valuable. If you're new to the channel and you want to grow spiritually, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos that I do. And if you have any further questions, let me know in the comment section down below. And also share with me what you learned from this video. Okay, this is Mikey, and we'll see you in the next one.